Hello and welcome to my first video of Doctor Who DVDs. As you can see, I've got some good DVDs here. By the way, I don't have audio CDs for the missing episodes, the lost episodes of Doctor Who. And not all of the DVDs I got are complete, from William Hartnell to Sylvester McCoy. Or Paul McGann, to be honest. So here we go, starting off with the first one. So first of all is Unearthly Child, first ever Doctor Who. As you can see, Unearthly Child, first ever story of the world's longest running science fiction series, come to DVD for the first time. Yeah, this story is actually really good, and for the first episode it's quite good how it all kicks off, and then for the cavemen to come in and to get it all kicked off, it's quite good. Nothing more to say. Right, next story, the Daleks. Great story, absolutely great. The way the Daleks come in, for the people to watch it on telly for the first time and think, who are these Daleks? What, scary, absolutely scary. The Doctor is about to have his first meeting with the Daleks, of course. William Hartnell and his companions. Oh yes, the Daleks. Woohoo! Third story is The Edge of Destruction. I wasn't that keen on this story. It's only a two-part. It's not that brilliant. Just basically the TARDIS lacking some sort of oil, and just all have a sort of a time, a memory thing. It's something that caused the TARDIS console to explode in mid-flight, plunging the ship into darkness and re-rendering the crews unconscious. Basically Susan tried to kill the rest of the crew with a knife, a dagger sort of thing. It's not the best one, I think. If you haven't watched it, then just still watch it. I'm not stopping you watching it if you haven't got it. The next story would be Marco Polo, but I haven't got that, nor the audio CD. So the fifth story is The Keys of Marinus. I think this story is actually quite good. The way they go to different locations, the way they meet different people. It's based on an island, under attack by the evil Void. So, bored. They need to find all four keys. All four keys to operate the machine, hopefully to stop the evil force. Okay, next story is the Aztecs. I got the special edition one, so I'll just tell you it's special edition. Yep. This is like Marco Polo. I have seen sort of clips on YouTube and that. The same costumes and that, but this is a totally different story. It's based in Mexico in the 15th century. This is the first story where we hear the Doctor say, You can't do that, you will rewrite history. You can't rewrite history, so on and so on. Of course, you know, Barbara was going to be the she was going to basically sacrifice, sort of be the priest, if you want to call it. But yeah, I like that story. Okie dokes. Let me just put this back in. The next one is the Sense Rights. I thought this is one of my favourite William Hartnell stories. The way they sort of use their sort of little thing to go to their heads, I think it's either glass or something. It reminds me of the Oods. Yes, I remember looking on a page, or watching David Tennant actually. It says that one of the Oods said something about the planet Sensphere. So yeah, it's quite good to do this. I actually like the story, and the way they sort of think, and that Susan had been sort of brainwashed into a Sense Rights sort of life, if you want to call it, being brainwashed. You can hear them thinking and that. It's very good story. Yeah, I like it. Right, so the Range of Terror. Part of this story is missing, which is sort of the plus one new animated version of episode 4 and 5. So yeah, which are currently missing from the BBC archives. The Range of Terror. Yeah, I like this story. The companions sort of fight for their lives. Ian is imprisoned, and Sid and Barbara on their way to the guillotine. It's clear this will be one of the most dangerous and exciting events yet, and absolutely, it is. I actually like the story. Never stops. Never stops, really. I like it. Sort of a good cliffhangers to that as well. Sorry. Right, Planet of Giants. Woohoo, we're almost there. Planet of Giants. Some people would say it's a bit plain. Some people might criticise this. Yeah, it's not one of those sort of top of the stories for William Hartnell, First Doctor. In my opinion, I don't rate it as one of the best. It's sort of lacking the good scripts as previous stories. So Planet of Giants, it is based on sort of the Doctor and the crew sort of going small, and everything's really tall. So the TARDIS doors open accidentally while the ship is still in flight, although they have arrived back on Earth in 1960s, a time they have been trying to return to since they all met. So yeah, basically from leaving the school and Earth, they're trying to get back into the time. The Doctor, Ian, Barbara, Susan discover that they've all been reduced in size, and the world they are now exploring has danger at every turn. And absolutely. So yeah, nothing more to say about that one. Right. The Daleks' invasion of Earth. The second story of William... Well, not the second story, but the second time we've seen the Daleks now is in the Dalek invasion of Earth. It's not as good as the second story in Doctor Who William Hartnell era, which is the Daleks. It's not as good. This time we see the Daleks not going to be empowered by metal floors. this is in the 21st century, middle of the 21st century, and the Daleks have invaded Earth, basically. And we see UFOs flying over London and so on. Great story, absolutely great, but not as good as the Daleks. Right, next story, The Rescue. Yeah, it's quite good. I like the creature. Yeah. The planet is called Dido. So yeah, 25th century. This is called Quillian. So, and this is can't remember what the name is now. Basically, yeah. I will get back to you about that one. Can't remember off by heart now. But yeah, she joined the crew basically in Doctor Who, where Susan departed in the Daleks' invasion of Earth. So the Romans. Yes, I like this story. Really funny. Great actors. Great cast. As always. Vicky, that's the name, is Vicky. So from The Rescue, Vicky joins the crew and visits Rome. So, as you know, Rome caught fire. Can they make their escape and find the Doctor before Rome is consumed by fire? You have to watch it. Okay, so next one is the Web Planet. There is some critics in this. Some people sort of don't think it's much, and I certainly don't think it's much either. In my opinion. So, but come on, it's Doctor Who. We all love Doctor Who. The Web Planet. Yeah. What they think in this is, the way the cameras move about, the way they're acting, it's not that brilliant. The story's just plain, and in my opinion, I don't think it's the best in William Hartnell's first Doctor era. Right, so The Crusade would be next. Of course, I don't have the audio CD, so we're moving on. The Space Museum. Ooh, I wonder what it could possibly be, they say. The Space Museum. So, the TARDIS lands on the planet Etros, where a vast museum houses a collection of relics from the galactic conquest to the mighty Morat Empire. So yeah, basically they land on a planet that holds marvellous things. Now the time travelers face a terrible dilemma. How can they escape their fate when every decision they make could be taking them a step closer to their doom? Basically that leads off to the next story, basically. And the next story I like as well. The Chase. Of course, at the end of the Space Museum, it carries on to this story, The Chase. Do you see those little things there? The Daleks? Well, yes, the Daleks are back for the third time in William Hartnell's era. I like this story. It's very, very adventurous. But of course, the Daleks episode DVD always beats this and the Daleks Invasion of Earth. So, but yeah, again, that's a good story. The Time Meddler. Yeah, I like this story, especially the Time Meddler. Great actor. It reminds me of someone who we might see later on, which is the Master. Rings a bell? The Time Meddler. Oh yeah, great story. Especially Vikings. And this is where we meet Stephen. you know, he just come from the he just came in from the Crusade, and yeah, it's very good. I like the story. What else could possibly go on? Right, so we've just done the Time Meddler. Galaxy 4. I have seen it from the special contents from, I think it's the Aztecs. They did do a let's just get it out again a minute. They did do a special sort of a reconstruction. Oh yeah, there it is. It says here, Galaxy 4, a reconstruction of the missing story, Galaxy 4, using off-screen stills, audio recording, and an animation plus the recently recovered episode 3. So yeah, I did see a bit of Galaxy 4, and I thought, wow, it's actually really good. So yeah, let's just put this. So Galaxy 4, I've seen one episode, haven't seen anything else. In my opinion, it's quite good. Right, after Galaxy 4, it would be Mission to the Unknown. I have seen episodes on, well, just sort of, not episode, but some sort of telesnaps on YouTube, and I thought, wow, amazing. Yeah, really good. Right, so after Mission to the Unknown, it will be the Mistmakers. I haven't seen anything on that, so I wouldn't comment. Then after that will be the Daleks Master Plan. I think that's the same thing as Mission to Unknown, so we'll get that one. The Mascara. Haven't seen that one either. Sorry. Right, the Ark. Let's just crack on. The Ark. This, I would say, this is my favourite sort of Doctor Who episodes. The Ark, truly wonderful. The Monoids. The Monoids. The Monoids are fantastic. I would say they're probably one of the creepiest creatures in the William Hartnell era. One-eyed alien. Fantastic story. It's amazing. It's actually amazing. You know, they went there, did what they can, cured the fever, says goodbye, came back later on in the future, and the Monoid can talk, which is fantastic. So yeah, absolute fantastic story. I like that. Right, next would be the Celestial Toy Maker. I have seen telesnaps and the last episode of the Toy Maker episodes. I thought, wow, great, absolutely amazing. Stephen and Dodo, great actors. The Doctor playing the mind games and that as well. I thought everything was smooth. Right, next one, the Gunfighters. Leaving off from the Celestial Toy Maker, Doctor had one of his sweets and had a toothache, so he docked off here. And this is where it carried on, the Gunfighters. Yeah, I do like a bit of a sort of American, country and western gunfighting. So yeah, so he stopped off at Tombstone, Arizona, 1881, and basically started off from the Last Saloon. Some people say that, you know, the cliffhangers in this is just plain and boring because of the music and everything, but forget about that. The story, I think, is brilliant. People get mixed up by the name Doctor and Doc Holliday, so people think the Doctor is Doc Holliday, which in fact he isn't. So yeah, I thought this story was fantastic. Okay, ooh, camera. Right, next one. The Savages, well, I haven't got that, but I have seen it on YouTube, you know, the telesnap. I thought, it's okay, nothing too special about it. The War Machines. This is another one I like. I like it. I do like it. It's based in London. I do like the Doctor wearing his hat. It looks quite cool. Yeah. This is where we meet two good actors, Ben and Polly. Yeah. The war machines. Creepy. They're just like a machine. Creepy though. Very creepy. They can move 360. They can push things out of the way. Great story though. I do like that story. So, yeah, Ben and Polly will be joining the crew. But do they know where they're going to go next? So, the smugglers would be their next destination. I haven't seen it or heard any audio CDs of it, so. By the way, I will be getting some audio CDs, so this will be updated soon. Right, next one. The 10th Planet. Woohoo! This has to beat the Ark, which I said was my favourite one. This has to beat it, of course. I have seen the end of episode 4, which is on this DVD, is animated. Currently missing from the BBC archive. If you've got the video, it shows you a little bit with telesnaps. So I've seen episode 4 in sort of telesnap modes and pictures and so on. Yeah, this has to be one of my favourites, if not the favourite of William Hartnell. So, William Hartnell meets the Cyberman for the first time, and this is where we say goodbye. So, yeah, I like it. I like how the Cyberman talk. I like how the Cyberman looks. I like how the story comes together. I like the cliffhangers. No, I'm not even going to say one of my best. This is the best. William Hartnell meets a Cyberman. Stories are good, 10 out of 10, everything. Animation's even good on this DVD. And then we also say goodbye to William, the first Doctor. Right, next, Patrick Troughton, the second Doctor, coming up next. Goodbye.